Deputy Commissioner and Joint Commissioner will not be called for. Some corrections are there. You will have it uploaded by evening today. By because of Jasmine Gita all episode video. Yes, Mr. Nath.
But in respect of item number 6, well, I have received a communication. Some written instruction is required. Lordship is otherwise hearing it is a part of meter.
See, the problem now is I'm not here. I'm not
Okay.
holding a single bench. Because of these matters, I have to come back.
They have given a communication that they need 1 week time because they have also taken up the matter with the government for giving the written instruction to us. I have received the letter. They have prayed for 1 week time.
Today, we were supposed to finalize the issue and then proceed.
Sure. Because the written instruction, Lordship has said that the instruction in the written form should come. I think the written instruction will clear the issue.
Because next week, thereafter, it will be the holiday mood. Okay, we will direct it to be listed when?
23rd if possible.
20th?
23rd.
Or
23rd.
Yes.
But I'll have to release it from Pada because
We will try to do it VC since it is Pada matter.
No, VC, I'll be here only, but maybe the division bench would be full-fledged.
We'll wait after the division. We'll wait.
Mr. D. Nath Nanit, Senior Government Advocate, Assam, appearing for the respondents, state respondents, submits that he would require a further week's time to place on record the written instructions in terms of the queries raised by this court while the order dated 16/8/2024. They said prayer is not objected to by the Lanark Council for the petitioner. Also, accordingly, raised it to list this matter again on 23/9/2024. So 23, if I get stuck, it would be not very fair. Okay.
As your Lordship, 23, 24, we are ready.
If something happens on 24, maybe possible, but 23 is not possible, then 24 should happen. 23. They communicate.
Lordship, keep that. Lordship. I'm obliged.
Yes.
In this case, Lordship, Simanto Das is paying Lordship, but he told me that some time is in it.
Only a small query. We just want the show cause notice. That's all. Madam, have you got that copy? Otherwise, it's difficult.
You can't hear.
See, if there is no show cause notice issued by the authorities, then there cannot be any proceeding against it. Enquiry can be held by the governing body, no problem. But the show cause notice, we want to know who issued that show cause notice.
Das is sometimes we pay for some kind of it.
This court had wide order dated 10/9/2024 required the Standing Council Higher Education Department to place on record the show cause notice issued to the petitioner herein and his reply. And his show cause reply filed in pursuance to the pursuance thereto. However, today, the Lanark Standing Council for the Higher Education Department submits that he would require further week's time to get the same on record. Ms. S.B. Chaudhary, Lanark Council for the petitioner also submits that the copy of the show cause notice is also not available with the petitioner hearing. In that view of the matter, raised it to list this matter again on
So after one of that's it. 23rd.
On 24th,
Lordship.
24/9/2024. Registry will not treat the matter as parted before this court and or tied up matter oblique tied up matter any further. Yes, money paid,
Only the sanctioned lordship.
sanction to it's there, but whether it has been
My lord,
paid
my instruction is the client received this sanction order, he has deposited in the treasury.
treasury. So something has
Yes,
happened.
yes, so at least this part, I think probably solved.
Miss Devi, Learned Counsel
B.
for,
Bora.
B. Bora, Learned
B.
Counsel,
Bora.
A. Bora, sorry, Learned Counsel for the Standing Council, Health and Family Welfare Department has placed before this court a copy of a sanction order dated 10/9/2024, by which the petition, by which the government has sanctioned an amount of rupees 16,84,675. Rupees 16,84,000 bracket mein, 675 being area's salary. Okay, whatever they have done, given you, Mr. Nath, you take it.
Yes, my lord, I'm not on that. I
The
told my client also, I think we should stop in one place.
area salary for the period from with effect from 2/8/2006 to 8/2/2021. Mr. M. Nath, Learned Senior Counsel appearing for the petitioner has submits that the sanction order has been received by the petitioner and further follow-up action as required has also been taken by him. So in that view of the matter, the issue pertaining to the areas receivable by the petitioner having been so redressed, comma. Anything left here?
Yes, two issues are there.
Hmm.
In
The
the,
further issues as arising in the present petition would now be required to be considered. Ms. Bora, Learned Counsel appearing for the Health and Family Welfare Department, Standing Council, Health and Family, prays that the matter be taken up on any other date for consideration of the further issues arising in the matter. Also, the said prayer is not objected to by Mr. M. Nath, Learned Senior Counsel appearing for the petitioner. Full stop. Accordingly, registry to list this matter again on
is the lordship, please.
whenever, tell me. 2 weeks, 1 week, whenever. Huh?
November.
Next week. Next week,
We'll have it in the week starting from 23rd, 25th.
yes, yes.
So the matter will not be treated as a parted matter and or oblique tied up matter any further. My issue was with regard to that has
Yes,
been
yes.
redressed.
Yes.
So
Yes,
Baki,
yes.
we'll see.
I appear for AG, no, my name.
Mr. A. Bachchaji, Learned Counsel, Learned Standing Counsel, appears for the Accountant General. You also take up the follow-up steps, whatever is.
Obliged, my.
25th of September, lordship.
25th of September.
Right.
Any problem? No, you can tell me, there is no problem. Now the issues, his main grievance is redressed.
The two issues remain that, my lord, that
Promotion and
that
regularization of this
Yes,
period.
yes. Then
But
one
you got your salaries, what more regularization you want?
No,
Lord-
not for this.
Lordship,
Kindly
can
see
we fix
the
on
promotion
October,
part,
Lordship?
promotion part, kindly see, and also in future, they said, I will not get pension. My lord, this is, that's
Then-
two issues.
On October, lordship.
On
After vacation.
23rd of October, 23/10/23.
Lordship.
Will do.
Okay, lordship.
October.
October, after vacations, anyway, vacations, before vacations,
Fine.
very.
Okay.
Yes. What, have you got the money?
No, my lord.
Huh?
No,
If
my-
not, get hold of Mr. Borpuzari. Yes, Mr. Goswami.
Lordship, I would like to counter this case, Lordship. I will like to submit an affidavit.
We just kept it for a formality. We are satisfied with the. Hmm. Now that he has retired, I think we made an error here. He has retired, so it will only be to the extent of the loss occasion.
Yes, Lordship, yes.
That much only I'll clarify. Where is Mr.? Only to that extent. To that extent. That paragraph. Only one line I'll have to add here. That to the extent of the loss that would be sustained by the.
De novo and departmental inquiry.
But
Lordship,
de novo
there-
is-
De novo
Lordship.
departmental inquiry to the extent of the loss if
Yes.
assessed.
No,
Ah, okay.
rule is very clear. For for
Pecuniary.
the pecuniary losses, Lordship,
That we will
the
say
retired-
that we
yes,
will.
against
we
the
will-
retired person,
We will direct you
yes.
to assess the loss, if any, and if you find that there is a loss occasioning,
Lordship,
which is determinable, to that extent, you can hold a
recover it from the,
de novo proposal,
Right.
okay?
to that extent, they can recover it from my.
No, after holding an inquiry.
Lordship,
Otherwise not.
inquiry, Lordship, it may be the de novo inquiry, Lordship.
De novo inquiry,
Lord.
because I have set aside the penalty, so
Yes.
the charge sheet, Dharampal or charge sheet goes.
So,
Now,
that-
to the extent of the loss that you will have to determine,
Lordship,
I'll put it there.
Lordship,
The loss that you will have to determine, to that extent, we will do it.
that is within our policy, Lordship.
Heard Mr. S. Kakoti, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. J. Goswami, Learned Standing Counsel for the Apex Bank. Where is that regulation which permits that it should be within the pecuniary?
Consequently, 46C.
But Mr. Kotogi, it also says pecuniary loss to the bank or in any other way harming the reputation, prestige and goodwill of the bank.
Bank,
Yes,
Milord.
Lordship.
Milord, in that in context, Milord, if your lordship see the language of the provision,
Hmm.
it's only say to the extent they can extend my service to complete the discipline.
For such, even after superannuation means that
Yes,
second
Lordship.
part would come if a proceeding is initiated
Earlier.
earlier and then
Yes,
you
this-
retire.
Because otherwise, last.
And you retired on?
Retired on probably Milord July 2020. If I am correct, Milord. Probably 2020. Video by me. Last provision, Milord, last provision, there must be in the rules, Milord, next page, if printed page, Milord,
Hmm.
there must be an order extending the
For the
Sorry.
second part.
second part.
But pecuniary loss, they can still go.
I consider to that extent that if there is a pecuniary loss.
Okay, okay. Mr. Poso, the present review application has been so instituted, seeking review of an judgment and order, date bracketed oral, dated 21/3/2024, passed by this court in WPC number 867/2024. To the extent that the said order was so passed ignoring the provisions of Rule 46 bracketed C of the Assam Cooperative Apex Bank Limited Staff Rules 1980. So it is the contention of Mr. Kotoki that the petitioner herein having retired in the month of July 20,
June 20.
June 2020, comma, the proceedings so initiated and questioned in the present proceedings and a question in the proceedings of the above noted writ petition could be so continued against the petitioner herein only to the extent of the pecuniary loss caused to the bank for his on account of the misconduct committed by him in the matter. Also, Mr. Kotoki further submits that the services of the petitioner not having been extended, comma, the inquiry, a departmental proceeding that would be permissible to be instituted against the petitioner on interference with the earlier proceedings so instituted against him would now be only limited to the determined to the pecuniary loss occasioning to the bank and on the same being so determined by the competent authority of the bank. Also, the said position is not disputed by Mr. J.K. Goswami.
Lordship. The departmental inquiry proceeding was initiated before his retirement.
But you did not extend his services.
No.
No,
That proceeding caused by this honorable court.
That is been quashed.
Was, that has been
no,
caused.
that has been quashed, but the proceeding was started before that.
The above position is disputed by Mr. J.K. Goswami, learned counsel appearing for the respondent bank. Mr. Goswami submits that the proceedings so initiated against the petitioner and in dispute and question in the proceedings of departmental proceedings so instituted against the petitioner and questioned in WPC number 867/2024 was so instituted while he was in service. Full stop.
Paragraph 35, your lordship, that provision. Paragraph 35.
And accordingly, he submits that the order under review, the order, judgment and order would not call for, judgment and order dated so and so would not call for any review. Full stop. On a query made by this court to Mr. Goswami that this court having interfered with the earlier proceeding so instituted by the petitioner and a direction for de novo proceeding having been so issued, what would be the effect of the same? Mr. Goswami has fairly submitted that the de novo proceeding now directed by this court while the judgment directed by the court directed by this court while the judgment and order dated so and so would be permissible to be so held only to the extent of the pecuniary loss occasioning to the bank on account of the misconduct alleged against the petitioner herein. Also, in view of the above position and this court, the judgment and order dated so and so admittedly having been so passed without appreciating the provisions of Rule 46C of the said rules of 1980, this court is of the considered view that the order, judgment and order dated 21/3/2024 would require a review and accordingly, the same on review is hereby recalled. Full stop. The repetition being so and so is restored to file. Full stop. The present review petition 101/2023 stands disposed of. Writ petition में लिखना raised it to list this matter again tomorrow. Date दे देना for further hearing. For further hearing. Because I should not on the same day hear that matter. Tomorrow I'll do it, then I'll pass it. Mr. Kotoki, just ask your junior to give me a printout of this and 46A, 46B and 46C. Just a print. Well, just he's there. He can do it. You just give it to Madam thereafter. Just give it to Madam thereafter. Yes, what is their instructions?
Lordship, we have not obtained instruction.
Why?
Lordship will give us some more time, your lordship. Because on the last occasion.
See, it's very simple. I
Lordship.
proceeded with your instructions
Lordship,
to the
Lordship.
extent that the posts have been filled up and I have again checked up. That is, it's on record. Categorical instruction
Categorical.
that there is no post
No
interplay.
post
Now
interplay.
that they have brought this material on record,
Lordship, through
that
RTI.
means
your lordship.
if that is true, the material brought on record by the
Lordship,
petitioner, you have misled this court.
Lordship. Lordship,
Whoever, Srimati Debasena Burman, ACS.
same IS officer, your lordship.
Ah,
She's an ACS officer in charge. She is the inspector of schools also.
So she will be in trouble.
Because lordship in Dhubri district, like it was bifurcated.
Okay.
But for-
None appears for the review petition on Ms. D. Mushahari, learned counsel, appearing for the,
Kindly pass over the matter for time.
you forget it. Your name?
Mr. A. Nayak. A. Nayak.
A. Nayak, learned counsel, appears for the review petition. Ms. D. Mushahari, learned standing counsel, secondary
Secondary
education department submits that she be granted a further 2 weeks' time to bring on record, to receive her instructions with regard to the contentions raised by the review petitioner in the review petition. Prayer accepted. Raised it to list this matter again on 30/9/2024.
Lordship. Obliged, your lordship.
39. Yes, Mr. Chaudhary. Other than adjournment, anything?
No, Lordship, the best effort, Lordship, the record is not.
File an affidavit to that effect, that you don't have the records.
Yes, Lordship, I
And
have.
the reason, and what steps you have taken,
Yes, Lordship, I have informed them that now since if it is not available,
Why
they have
the
to take,
police?
file an FIR.
why that was not filed?
In all probability, Lordship,
Because
the-
you have drawn your satisfaction
Yes.
based on record. And that is in dispute here, 2/4/2013.
Yes,
That
yes,
is,
sir.
that is disputed here. So when this proceeding, you have filed an affidavit also. So in that affidavit, when this proceeding is pending, how can the records be?
Yes,
vanished.
Lordship, that's why a few moments back, I told them. if it
Mr.
is
B.
not-
Chaudhary, we'll take it to this logical. Mr. B. Chaudhary, learned standing counsel, finance and taxation department submits that the records, that the contemporaneous records pertaining to the matter involved in the present proceeding, in spite of best such, could not be traced out by the respondent authorities. So, on a query made by this court as to the steps taken by the respondent authorities on detecting the said records to be missing, Mr. Chaudhary submits that the said instruction is not available with him. Also, be that as it may, the plea taken now by the respondents that the records are missing, the competent authority of the Finance and Taxation Department shall file an affidavit in the matter, indicating therein, or also highlighting therein, the authority from which, the authority under whose custody the records were last so maintained, and also the steps taken after it was detected that the records were so missing. So, it will be the Commissioner of Taxes.
Yes.
Competent authority, Commissioner of Taxes. The Commissioner of Taxes shall also carry out an inquiry in the matter and submit his report along with such affidavit that would be filed, a detailed inquiry in the matter with regard to missing of the records, and submit his report along with the said affidavit, along with the affidavit now required to be filed in the matter. Also, list this matter again on 3/10/2024 along with the affidavit inclusive of the inquiry report. Also, I
In
was in-
meantime, if in the meantime they can look at the record that.
Now they will, it will come out, don't worry. With this order, it
Because-
will now come out.
Because
I
lordship, in all
deliberately
probability-
passed this order.
all probably the office has shifted to a newer location.
Mr.
Maybe
Chaudhary,
they are-
records,
but even
government records are under the control of an authority.
Yes, particular authority.
So you just find out, it will come
Yes.
out now.
Yes. sir. I'm like.
8 to 10.
And Mr. If they say that they don't have the records, we'll consider that and we'll pass the order. We'll not even required to hear him now because he can't make any submissions. We'll pass the orders.
Lordship, on the last occasion, your lordship has directed to file a written submission. I am sorry, my lord, I was.
No, I don't want it. That stage has not come. I have read it yesterday also. It is
Fine.
fresh with me. Don't
Fine.
worry.
Deeply afraid.
8 to 10.
None appears for the petitioner on call. Also. Mr. Yes, what do you have to say?
This is K. Gogoi's appeal, lordship. So earlier-
It is submitted that Mr. K. Gogoi, learned counsel, senior counsel, learned standing counsel
I
higher
agree.
education would appear in the matter. Also. In view of the above position, comma, there being none to press the present proceedings, for the interest of justice, registry is directed to list this matter again after the ensuing vacations. List this matter again in the week commencing from on 23/10/2024, 22/10/2024. So registry to not registry, it is direct, it is. So the present matter would not be treated by the registry as a partner oblique tied up matter with this court any further, with this bench any further.
Which you can
Okay.
appearing on behalf of A. Sangha, or you-
Miss N. Deca, Miss N. Deca, learned counsel, appears on behalf of the respondents UGC.
7.
UGC, respondent UGC. Yes, Mr. Sharma. You get matters listed before this court saying that it is partner, but nobody appears when the matter is called up.
Lordship, I have one case, but we'll court number 2, the matter was being heard. We just want to wait. Lordship. Finally,
No. They are also not ready. And why it has come back to me?
the reason your lordship, the reason for assigning the matter before your lordship is that your lordship in Om Prakash Shah had given a contradictory judgment.
Huh?
Your lordship, in a similar set of facts in a matter, had decided in a situation which is against us. So my senior, your
Fine.
lordship, wanted to differentiate the matter on those.
Fine. If that is there, I am bound by my order.
Yes.
Try it out in a departmental proceeding. Oh, sorry, in a appeal or before some other.
No,
bench.
not that matter. In fact, what we wanted to, my senior wanted to portray was, my senior wanted to differentiate on the basis of facts. Our cases are different, substantially similar to the facts of Om Prakash Shah.
Om Prakash Shah, yes, those series.
Yes, the UGC MPhil matter. You know.
Mr. Chaudhary, Mr. Gogoi is not available
No, he's on leave.
and I'm not holding the bench now on regular basis because I'm in the division bench.
On
I
today,
don't know how long will I continue there? So difficult
only for today, lordship.
for you.
Only for today.
Gogoi may not be necessary.
Only for today,
because
any other day.
It will be a
Only for today.
Herculean task to satisfy your lordship from my side.
Om Prakash judgment.
Yes.
Then that Sushila.
Otherwise, he's ready, lordship. Only
I
for,
won't say on a
only
very
for today,
slippery
lordship.
ground, but then, my lord, even then I want to just,
Because there is no problem in fixing the matter, but the division bench may continue in the second half also. Then you will all have to wait.
That's so today is some problem when filed
Huh?
issue with Simanta Das. And he's a ready lordship, but that's what, only for today, lordship.
I remember this matter. That MPhil
Yes.
2000,
No, he's ready, Lordship.
11,
No,
9, 9. Whether
No.
that would hold the field.
yes, Gogoi is ready, Lordship. He's, but file is with.
When do you want it? Tell me.
Any day, Lordship, any day. Not only for today, Lordship. File is file.
No, I've heard it. I am, it's very interesting. I want to go, if Mr. Chaudhary can distinguish that, we'll also be happy. Then the Herculean task would shift this side.
Yes, Lordship.
Okay, I'll hear it. 24th, we'll
Yes,
take a time. But Mr. Chaudhary, if somehow the bench goes on, then we will have to fix another.
Fix after holidays, my lord. I hope.
Why? 24th, 24th. As prayed for, heard Mr. M.K. Chaudhary, Learned Senior Counsel, assisted by Mr. M. Sharma, Learned Counsel, appearing for the petitioners. Also heard, also, it is submitted at the bar that Mr. K. Gogoi, Learned Standing Counsel, Higher Education Department, would be appearing on behalf of the, would be appearing in the matters. However, for some personal inconvenience, he is not available today in court. Full stop. The UGC authorities are represented by Ms. N. Deka. Full stop. In view of the above position, this Tulika Das is of which college?
My lord.
Tulika Das?
College and college. My lord, on 24th, the other, my lord.
No, just see the Tulika Das, which college?
Principia College.
Huh?
Principia College.
Not of Guwahati any college?
No, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Chaudhary. 24th?
The division bench, my lord, after the division bench, your lordship will see. My lord, the other court also has also faced another matter on 24th.
Okay.
Can it be on 26th? My lord?
Okay, 26th. 26th.
Lordship, Kego is available, Lordship. He's not, he's available. There's some, the main thing is the file with Simanta.
Some personal inconvenience.
Personal inconvenience.
Also, not available before the court today. List this accordingly, as agreed to by the parties, list this matters again on 26/9/2024 for further hearing.
26, Lordship. Obliged.
Just give me your points. How do you wish to distinguish?
The facts are a little different
Hmm.
in the sense that, my lord,
You were a venture college.
yes.
You continued as a venture college till the college was considered under
Yes.
2017. We are not considering it as hearing. So till 2017, when the matter was considered for provincialization, you continued to be a venture school.
Yes.
Now 2017, this occasion, you were provincialized as tutors. In all the three cases, tutors. Now your case is that we had the UGC norms because we have acquired the
MPhil,
MPhil qualification. So
On the-
before the cutoff date.
yes.
Now, if that is taken into account and that having been so permitted for certain category in the provincialized college as on that date, so there is nothing we will have to be allowed to continue. That's the only issue.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Gogoi is here. We'll continue.
No, Lordship, today handicap file is not there. Mr. Das is some.
Why Mr. Gogoi requires file? He knows the judgments by heart.
Lordship, any day, Lordship.
26.
Lordship.
Mr. K. Gogoi will ignore.
In the, my
So,
lord,
Only on that point.
but actually a little difference is there in Om Prakash, my lord. The director of higher education has rejected the proposal. In our case, the director, my lord, had recommended our provincialization
Hmm.
and there were at least.
No,
two
you
cases.
can be provincialized. Under 2017, if you don't have the qualification also, you can be provincialized, but you will be a tutor,
No, my lord, the recommendation was for the, my lord, the.
post of teacher.
My lord, for the assistant professor, for the, my lord, persons who have got the MPhil, and pursuant to that, my lord, posts were also created. So, my lord, factually, there is a little difference.
Okay, let us accept that proposition, that your case by the constituted committees were approved. So SLC also approved your case. Matter went to the government with a proposal for creation of posts. Finance approves the post creation for teacher. But while applying it, you came to be appointed as tutors. Basically, that is the case. Now, even if they have done that, you will have to satisfy this court that it could have been done. They have done it, that is a different issue. But whether it could have been done by reckoning your MPhil qualification, that much only.
That is,
In all the three cases, the same issue.
yes.
And that particular issue was already decided by
Om
division bench
Prakash.
or High Court. Yes.
Om Prakash.
Om Prakash Lordship has decided
Ah.
before Om Prakash, my lord just
That-
H. Roy has authored that judgment. Lordship.
I think I have
Different-
quoted it also.
The Lordship has quoted it. Sir.
And Sushila.
Sushila.
And then
And
the
that-
UGC's that two meetings
Lordship.
not accepted by
The central government.
central government, and that having been upheld by in Sushila
Supreme
and
Court, Lordship.
Supreme Court in Sushila, and then subsequently there is one.
Subsequently, 2023 also. Lordship.
There is one judgment.
Yes. I will place everything also. I will place.
Now,
And before that also, 1991 also, Honorable Supreme Court has passed one order also regarding that part. I also placed that order.
that I have not considered in the.
1991. After that part, we are not placing before your lordship.
What did it say?
It says that even 1991 regulation, it says that PhD, net is required, at
Hmm.
that time net is not there,
Hmm.
lordship. Net or PhD lordship. And also 1987, Ministry of Human Resource Regulation says that net or PhD lordship. That was upheld by the Honorable Apex Court lordship.
I think I have referred to that in that IH Soikia's case. That
Yes, lordship has
in
probably referred that
in,
matter.
in that principle.
Principal, I have not gone through the order for lordship.
I think I have.
I'll go through it. lordship.
Because Mr. Chomua had placed before me, I don't know whether I've referred to the judgment, but Mr. Chomua had placed before me the
In
87 regulation.
I should this case, I place it. lordship.
87 regulation.
I have placed. lordship.
87 you have placed. So 87 regulation also, we have examined, I think,
Yeah.
that even if that regulation is said to be applicable, he is not covered
Lordship,
because he did not have the qualification.
Yes.
He was saying that I have the state skill,
lordship,
and state skill would come in only when the
lordship.
question of regular appointment against the
Regular
government
appointment,
post.
regular appointment, lordship, that part.
I'm learning.
Lordship is already there. I'll go for it, lordship. Lordship.
Mr. Chaudhary, try under this circumstances, if you can somewhat, we are with you, don't worry. Because here I'm still with you. Because that's an issue which I still find very, but I've not been able to, Mr. Gogoi has not permitted me to go to that extent.
No, lordship.
Well, there may be a very fine distinction on the facts.
But again, everything will boil down to the validity of your that. You check up that decision of the government of India. These 2009 MPhil qualification was propounded by the UGC not by way of a regulation, but by way of an executive council meeting. This has to, under section 26 of the UGC Act, has to have an approval from the Government of India. Government of India, Ministry of Human Resources Development refused to give that.
Yes.
Holding that your regulation does not contain it, and the subsequent regulation which came into being after that decision also did not contain it.
But the ground on which it was rejected was that there are certain universities whose standards are very low for PhD.
That
reasoning,
you had a PhD. No, you had a MPhil. PhD,
No, that was the ground, my lord.
PhD lordship already accepted.
see, to an extent, if CMJ University does not have a recognition, their degrees will not be acceptable.
Yes.
But a particular university A, say in Maharashtra, a person from here proceeds to Maharashtra, enrolls himself in that university, continues there, completes his course there,
Yes.
and then comes back. Then the state, because every university recognized vice versa has to accept that the degree is issued.
Yes.
So the authorities here cannot take a plea because we don't recognize that university, we are not going to accept it.
That cannot be.
That cannot. But what happens, what I've seen is in most of the cases, university in a different state has been conducting online courses or be that as it may, beyond its territorial jurisdiction. Global University Nagaland, that case, I think I dealt with. So a person in Nalbari is not going to the university there. He may have appeared for the exam, but the
Exam.
courses are transmitted here. They may have a franchisee here, or they may have done it online. That is only permissible with regard to IGNOU.
That's,
Others
that's not that.
don't have that.
But some cases there are study centers. For instance,
Study centers, again, if that study center is not permitted by beyond the jurisdiction by UGC, that will be of no
In
use.
the territorial jurisdiction of that particular university.
They can have, say, a university in Assam can have a territorial jurisdiction all over the state of Assam, including the 6 scheduled areas. And therein they can set up study centers.
Yes.
There is no problem. But they cannot go and set up a study center in Arunachal until and unless the UGC approves that. That's what I understood.
Even my lord, in Kumansal Institute of Technology cases, Lordship, Honorable Supreme Court held that, Lordship, that Kumansal Institute has only territorial jurisdiction is only
Himachal.
four district of the Uttarakhand, Lordship. And beyond 4 district, Lordship, they cannot operate the study center. This is the findings of the Honorable
So,
Supreme Court, Lordship.
there is another issue, Mr. Chaudhary, if we can do it. Study center is not there. I have held that, I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. But say, transmission of material online to a student in Nalbari from Nagaland. But he appears in the examination in Nagaland. What would be the situation then?
And that was also decided by the Honorable Kerala High Court Division Bench, Lordship.
I know. But
Kerala High
we
Court
do,
Division.
I have held to a certain extent in Nagaland, that case of Nagaland
Lordship.
for university, that it's not permissible.
Lordship.
But
Even
I think
if-
that would require,
And Lordship's view was already Kerala High Court Division Bench decision, Lordship.
maybe, but
That particular.
But- online mode,
Online mode.
now that it being permissible,
Yeah.
whether that would, but if I do say yes, then it will be very drastic.
Lordship.
Every university will
Lordship.
go
Lordship.
beyond its jurisdiction.
but my lord, if your worship sees the from the other point of view, a person, my lord, who is serving, he wants to enhance his academic achievements. And for that, my lord, he cannot really take leave and go for studies.
No, our leave rules permit for study leave, provided it is in the line of the duties being discharged by him. He is entitled to a study leave, and if he is given that study leave, he will be even reimbursed the cost. He will be given a leave salary for that period. So it is not that a person is not in a position to do it. If you apply for study leave and they are not granting you that study leave, you can always come back to us.
Even Lordship, now circular is there, Lordship. Even one person's wants to pursue higher education, then Lordship, some salary stipend type is there, Lordship.
Stipend.
Stipend type is there. So, scholarship type is there. And that government side also, Lordship.
It is there from earlier.
Lordship.
We'll see. I'll also go through it once if I can find out something. I was.
Oblige, Lordship.
I was. Mr. R. Borpujari, learned, item number 3, huh? R. Borpujari, learned, Standing Council, Finance Department has, no.
My lord.
Revenue and Disaster Management Department has on instruction submitted that the proposal for release of ex gratia payment in respect of the death of the husband of the petitioner herein has already been concurred to by the Finance Department, and steps are being taken at present for release of the amount involved to the petitioner, to the legal heirs of late Kamal Krishna Bora. Also, accordingly, he submits that he be given at least 3 weeks further time to facilitate completion of the said process and for release of the amount involved to the petitioner herein. Prayer accepted. Registry to list these matters again on 3/10/2024. 3/10.
Can it be after vacation if possible?
Forget it, we'll forget. 310.
310.
3 weeks. They have said 3 weeks. 3 weeks. We have given you at least 3 weeks time.
Lordship may kindly observe that finance department has given its concurrence.
I've said,
Yes,
I've
sir.
said it.
It
I've
is
said-
there in my written instruction.
I've said that.
Now, my lord, the ball is in our court.
But you only have to process. You
Yes, yes.
process it. It takes some time naturally. You will have to get the funds also. 3 weeks. On the next date of listing, Mr. Korpujari shall place before this court the materials, shall place before this court materials to demonstrate the release of the funds involved to the petitioner in terms of the approval granted by in the matter by the finance department. So, registry to list this matter again on 3/10/2024 for further hearing.
I am obliged, my lord.
I'm sorry, because insistence is because they were COVID workers, frontline workers, that's all.
When,
And I should,
when,
you
when
should
there,
thank him also for the steps he has taken.
when there is no way of escape, my lord.
No, it's not the question of escape. If somebody is entitled,
Yes, yes.
he
yes,
should get it.
Yes, definitely.
We'll
Definitely.
not go for this interest thing, because now that you have acted in the matter with such promptness, we'll not go for the interest. thing.
I am not taking it at, at my personal
No,
level.
no.
I'm
He has done
persuading-
it,
I am
he has
persuading the-
persuaded in his personal level, and we appreciate that. And we'll record that in our next order.
I'm so obliged.
Thank you.